Oh, I believe you. I'm live now. I will send invites. Okay. All right. I'm going to send your email. To your email. This one. More. Two. Okay. So it's not letting me go to YouTube. I've got a whole screen of Hangouts. I don't have any tabs or anything, unless I shorten it. I might have. Let's see if I click out of the Hangouts, I'll lose the call entirely. There you go. I sent you an invite. Invite posted. Okay. Seven. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to end the call now. I mean, on the phone. Bye. Hello. Now I'm going to go to my stream on my phone. Hello. I'm still trying to figure it out. Oh, I got to plug you guys in. I got you guys plugged in my phone. Hang on a minute. There we go. Now I can hear you. I think. Hello? I don't hear you guys. Do you hear me?
Test. There we go. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Now I can't hear Bama.
Okay. I don't know if she's saying anything or not. Oh, sure. Her mic is muted.
Your mic is muted. There you go. I still can't hear you.
Sometimes Hangouts does that. She may have to leave the call and come back in.
Bama, go out and come back in.
I've seen times where it does that.
Yeah.
I've seen times where the video will freeze up on Boomer and stuff, and he'll have to leave the call and come back in. Donnie's Corner is in the chat. James Sharp, the fam, or the man fam.
That's what I'm going to right now.
Just remember, when you start it, you want to pause the video feed and mute the video feed. The chat will continue to run. B Dubs is in the house. Says, "What's up, everyone?"
That's Bama's husband.
Oh, okay. Did he call himself B Dubs because he likes like their chicken wings or something? Or?
You'd have to ask Bama that question.
B Dubs. Mama Cat Simple Life. Hello, fams. I'm back.
Yes, that's Mama.
Bridget Kohler says, I'd love to go on Hangouts. Don't know how to, Francis. You have to have Google Hangouts on your phone or your computer, and then you would give Frances your
I
email.
still don't hear Bama.
I don't either. I have no video or audio, either one. That might
I
be
have
on
video
her end.
but no audio.
Yeah, see, all I got is her picture.
No. Yeah, I see her, but I don't hear anything. And it was fine earlier.
Yeah, I think it's working on your end, but I think the problem's on her end there. I don't know what it is. But yeah, Bridget, you have to have Hangouts. If you have Hangouts, you give your email address, or if you have a Gmail email address that you use for like Google or anything like that, it's the best one to use. And then she can put it in, send you an invite, and it'll actually to your phone. And then you just answer the call and you're on video. You're on the Hangout.
I have you guys on your chat on my phone because my screen will not go down to size. So.
Yeah, for some reason her computer won't resize the window that the Google Hangouts is in, so that she can pop up the chat next to it. So, but she can use her phone for the chat, whatnot.
Yeah.
But we got it working. That's the important thing.
Yeah. And now I can, when you guys send me an invite, I can come on your panel.
Yep. Yeah, as long as you have like the Google Hangouts app on your phone or Google Hangouts on your computer, you can do the Google Hangouts on your stream, or you can join in somebody else's Hangouts. It's pretty easy to use.
That is my email. I just posted my email. Now, I'm not running the live on my phone. I'm just running the chat.
Right. And you notice there is no echo anymore.
Yeah.
It's not echoing no more. So we got that figured out. Bridget says, I haven't got it. Oh, you got to get that, Bridget. Just type in Google Hangouts in your Google search engine, and it'll take you right to it.
Or go to your Play Store.
Or yeah, your
Apple Store, whatever you have, and look for Google Hangout. Look for Hangouts. Bama, I still can't hear you, honey.
23.50% uploaded. Oh, that's going to be all night.
That
was a really good concert, though.
Oh, I bet. It sounds like it was. That's like not this year when I went to Alice, this past March, but the last time I went to Alice, his lead guitarist, I was standing at the front door of the Ruth Eckerd, and he walked right through the hallway. And it's like, wait a minute. He walked past me before I realized who it was. It was Ryan Roxy. It was one of his guitars.
The opening band for Craig Morgan tonight was a band called Township Road. And they're a smaller band. They're up and coming. They're out of Pittsburgh, but they're traveling. You know, they're like the opening act for them.
Yeah.
And I actually got to hang out with them, and they give me the whole Ghost Mafia plug and everything. It was pretty cool. I got to hang out.
It was. That was cool.
Township Road. And it was unexpected. I just kind of walked into them and went, oh, hey, guys, weren't you just up on the stage?
That's like Ryan Roxy. They usually have a thing before the concert where you can, him and a couple others, you can meet and greet with them for free and just hang out with them for a few. Well, after the show, this past concert, he has a female guitarist that can play a guitar, man. She can rip a guitar. Well, after the concert, I think we were going to the bathroom or something, and she walked right past him, and he did not even realize who it was. It's like, did you realize who just walked past you? He goes, no. I said, Lita just walked past you, or Nita just walked
Hey, we
past
got
you.
video.
Did that do
Now say
anything?
something, Bam.
That helped.
Yes, that fixed it.
There we
That
go.
fixed it. I couldn't hear you. Nobody could hear you.
I'm on my phone now. That was crazy. I don't know why it wasn't working.
Faith the Fallen's in here. Noble Gamer is in here. Says, hey. Who else? We just seen somebody else in here. Oh, Diana Leffler is in here. Michael, I'm not a Michael. I'm just going to call you Michael because I butcher names and I don't want to. It's kind of embarrassing when I do. But
Hello, Michael. Yeah. You're a new one. I've never seen you before, honey.
Echeverra, I think is the last name.
He's a good friend
of mine. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I warned you ahead of time.
There we go.
Ghost, tell Danny how you add a friend on Hangouts. Danny's Corner is asking you a question.
How to add a friend on Hangouts. Okay, hold on here. Now this is going to be interesting because this you can do. Francis, if you go down here at the bottom where my picture is and just click on it,
yeah,
where you see a white line around my picture.
Yeah, hide from broadcast, present to everyone, profile, yes, eject, and mute.
I'm going to screen share so that you guys can see my screen. Okay. Now here's my little Google Hangouts thing. I'm gonna pop it up so you got a big view on it. Okay. Now.
All right.
Find the right place to go, I'll be in good shape.
He's probably sending you an invite, Danny.
No, I was actually gonna show him how to.
Oh, okay. Danny, Ghost is going to show you how. Hello, Paul. And for everybody
you're going to start a group chat.
Go ahead.
Okay. You're going to start a group chat, and you're going to click on Start New Group, and then enter the name and email of the persons that you want in that specific group. And you can have multiple groups. Like here, I have Boomer Rock as a friend, and all this other.
Yeah.
But you
I have a bunch of friends
group
too.
Right. And but that's the easiest way to do it is when you enter their email into that group, they're automatically should show up in your friends list. So when you start a group conversation, it sends them an invite to the group, and then they can contact you through there.
Hi, Nanobot. Now, she's not in here. Now, for everybody that wants to know, Paul and me have talked, and we've made up, and he's good. So, guys, don't worry about Paul. It's the real Paul.
That's good.
Okay, now down there on my picture again, you have me venting. Click it one time, and that white circle will come off. And then whenever you talk, it'll switch back and forth. Just click my picture one time.
Okay. All right, there you go. And where'd you go? All I see is your thing.
I don't know.
Hang on. And why you're muted either. It's ridiculous. There we go. Maybe. Hang on. Shouldn't be muted anymore. Hang on. It should unmute. That's ridiculous, I swear.
Hmm.
It just dropped you. I don't know why. Sorry there, David. I'll send you another email. Hold on. See if you can come back on. I clicked your picture and then it just went crazy. There you go. I don't know what happened. I clicked your picture and it just went nuts. Nuts.
Okay, it's working now. Can you
I'll
hear me?
get the hang of it. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
I'll get the hang of it.
Yeah, this is the first time I've used it, so it's a complete learning experience.
Yeah, me too. Now that I have a computer, I figured I'd try it. You know, I figured it'd be easier on a computer, but it might be easier on my phone.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do the Hangouts from your phone, though, if you're hosting. That's the
Yeah.
only drawback. You
Yeah.
have to do it from the computer. So it can be complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here, guys. Hi, everybody. I'm here. Just chilling tonight. My phone wants to go black all the time. Should be able to. You figure you should be able to mute your live stream on your phone, but you can't. Hi, Kyoko. Hi, Danny. Okay, let me check my Hangouts real quick.
Okay, now I get the chat back up and running.
Okay.
Kyoko, K-Pub, Nanobot, James of Ham, I Believe in Ghosts, CVPs. Groovy
Okay, now,
Blues in here.
Danny's Corner sent me a message. How do I add him? Do I ask him for his email?
Yes, get his email.
Danny, what is your email?
Get his
Send me your
then
email in Hangouts.
If he has Hangouts, it should ring through to him. If he doesn't, it'll send it to his email directly and give him a link to Hangouts from there.
Yeah.
And he can join the call.
Gotta plug my phone into the computer and charge it before it dies. %. Groovy Blue says, do you need my email? Hang on a minute. Send me your email, Danny. And
He did. It's right
Denise,
there. Chat. It's always best to type it in too, because sometimes if you copy and paste, it won't work.
I always type it in. Forget, Danny. Okay, hang on. Let me write it down so I'll know it. And I can put it on Hangouts.
And Groovy Blue sent you her email too.
Okay, hang on, guys. Okay, hang on. Let me get Denise's. Denise loves dogs.
Irish
That's
Whiskey
easy.
7 says, I made it.
What was that?
Irish Whiskey 77 says, I made it.
Yeah, I watched his video today. He did a video in an old cemetery where this one tombstone had 4 family members on it, right?
Mm.
And he did an EVP at the tombstone, asking if they were all murdered because they all died on the same day.
Oh, wow.
It said murdered. I even slowed the video down and heard it.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, guys. I'm getting there. Okay. All right. I'm going to send you guys an invite.
Now, if you guys are accepting the invite from a phone, you will not be able to see the chat anymore. If you're on a laptop or a PC, you can minimize the screen and then pull up the chat that way, but you'll have to mute your YouTube feed.
Like I did. I don't have my YouTube video live feed going. I just have the chat going. Send you an invite there, Danny. Hang on, Denise. You're next. It should go right to your Hangouts or your email.
Nanobot says, I love ghost stuff. I don't know if he's talking about my stuff or just ghost stuff in general, but
yeah, we usually talk about, I usually do spirit box and stuff, Nanobot, but tonight I'm just chilling. Tomorrow night I'll probably do spirit box.
you just never know what you're going to see on my channel. I might be blowing something up. I might be in the middle of a cemetery something.
Some of that stuff you blow up. And I did watch the video of your, the aftermath of the fire. That's really sad. I mean, I'm glad they had insurance and stuff, but.
Did you see the one I did last night?
No, I didn't see that one yet. That's why I keep the candles. I have all these cats. I keep the candles and that stuff away from them where they can't knock it off.
Yeah, we did a gender reveal for my grandchild.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I kept saying congrats in a bunch of chats today. I seen that. Congratulations on being a new grandpa ghost. Or soon to be grandpa.
Soon to be.
That's awesome.
Soon to be grandpa.
I'm not excited about it. I'm too young to be a grandpa. I guess somebody must have noted because all this gray hair just kind of come out of nowhere, it seems like.
Annie, did you get it?
I can't pull up the chat on my tablet. Nope. You won't be able to pull up your chat on your tablet.
No. Now, if you have a phone beside your tablet, you can pull up the chat on your phone and not run your the live stream, but
Yeah.
and that
Danny,
way it
check your
won't.
email.
Yeah. Check your
It
email,
may have
Danny.
sent it to email.
Check your email.
It can get complicated sometimes because there's so many different facets that you can
Ruby, I
send the
just
links
sent you an invite too.
Another way you can do it, Francis, is
Yeah.
if you click on that add people, you see there's the top part, it has a bunch of writing in it.
Yeah.
That's the actual link. You can click the copy button and then paste that into, like if you have Danny on Messenger, you can do a private message and put that link in that message and he can get to it from there.
Okay.
Sometimes that's easier.
Hi, Denise.
Groovy Blue, welcome.
Welcome.
Okay.
Danny, look in your email.
Please. Oh God, that scared me. Where are you? I know you're here, so I hear you.
We hear you.
Let me try it again.
I hear you.
Let me try to send you another invite. Hang
I
on.
probably didn't do. Okay, let me go to email. I gotta go to email. Yeah. Gmail.
Yeah, Yoko says you'll get over it when you meet your grandbaby, Ghost Mafia. Yeah, somebody told me that last night. He said that little girl's gonna have you wrapped around her finger.
Yeah, I don't know where it is in here.
No, they're just gonna know me on a first name basis at the gun shop, I think.
You're done. Let me for the heck of it go to Hangouts. Okay. Come on, where aren't you going? Damn thing is goofy. Hangouts. Why isn't it going? Why is you not going?
Can you hear us, Blue?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
You can't see us.
Huh. We can hear you. All I see is your picture, though. I sent you another invite.
Okay, because I'm in Hangouts. Do I have to go to my email?
Not you. I'm talking to Danny.
You're in the call. You're just, I don't know if your camera's shut off or what, but it was on a second ago. We could see you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, God, bad. Okay, I don't know how to do this. Whew, I'm not in Hangouts. That's not hard. Of course not.
No.
Okay. Okay.
James says he's still here, but he's on other live streams. Yeah, James, I know you're over there with Noah and Lou
and all them.
Yep.
Because
I'm in the live streams.
It doesn't say anything here. Boxes. No, it's not this.
now, if I disappear for a minute, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let me turn this thing off. Okay, let me see what I can do.
I don't want to hit leave broadcast and not be able to come back.
He sent you a different email address this time.
Okay.
Okay, let me see.
A minute.
More apps. Let me go
Come
back
on,
to
you
the
slow computer.
No, it just ended his live stream. Okay.
I hate computers.
Okay.
Yeah, I left Noah's stream to come over here and help Francis out with this, get her going. I'm still uploading my video to YouTube now, and I still got to do a thumbnail and retitle it and everything once it finishes uploading. Trying to get it up tonight so that it'll get maximum views.
Try that, Danny. Okay, I'm back. I kind of hid the screen, hid the live, so I could go to Messenger on my computer and send him the link that way.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. So he needs to check his messenger.
Yes, check your Messenger. There should be a link in your Messenger.
It's email.
Now, sometimes what that does is when he clicks on that link, it'll take him to Google, and he'll have to sign in with his Google
Yes, to sign in.
password, and then it'll
Start
bring
my
him
phone.
into a Hangout, put him into the call.
Okay, let me restart my phone. Maybe it's goofing up on me.
All right, Groovy.
I'm starting up a phone here.
Hey, a lot of us are probably just learning.
Yeah.
Danny has joined the call.
There he is.
Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
Hey,
Hey,
Danny.
Danny.
Hi, how you doing?
How are you, Danny?
Oh, I'm still kicking, just not as high.
I know that feeling.
And Francis, the more you do this, the more you'll get used to it,
Yeah.
and give it a week or two, and you'll be a pro, and you'll be like, "Oh, let me help you with that." So,
Yeah. Now.
that's the way it works.
Okay, now, when I need to leave the screen, do I hit hide from broadcast or what?
Like, leave the stream.
Like some people do, they show their picture because they're doing something or.
Oh, if you're wanting to do something like that, you just scroll up there to the top. You'll see there's a microphone and the camera.
Okay.
Just like click on the camera, and but be sure you turn it back on.
Oh,
and
I
you
will.
can mute your microphone there too.
Okay. That's why I was asking.
Also,
I wanted to make sure.
You have over here on the left-hand side of your screen, you have the little green screen share button.
Yeah.
You have showcase. You have Q&A, which is like a chat box type thing.
Yeah.
And then under it says control room. If you click on that, it'll bring up controls for volume and everything on the right-hand side of the Google Hangout screen. And if, say, there's somebody on panel that their voice or their microphone is real low, you can bring theirs up. Or if somebody else is real loud, you can bring theirs down.
Mm-hmm.
So you can level out everybody's volume controls yourself from.
Yeah, I see that. Everybody's even right now, and I can hear everybody. So
yeah.
And when I do the show with Lunatic Dad, every once in a while I gotta turn his up because he's out in the truck and he's on a little microphone and he's I gotta turn his up all the way all the time.
That was cool the other night. He was in my stream the other night, and I was doing Spirit Box. And
he was telling me about that.
He was talking he got to speak with his brother on the other side. He was freaking when that happened. He said, I got chills. It's like, I love it. This is cool. It's like, yeah.
Poor Green Bay got roasted tonight by Lunatic Dad. Oh man. It was hardcore.
I missed it. I try to catch hers and I miss it.
Yeah,
I like
we do take over.
JoJo's cool. Yeah, I like JoJo, but I always miss that stream. I don't get her notifications. I mean, only reason I was on her stream earlier tonight was because when I was scrolling through lives, she popped up.
All right, there. Now I'll be right back.
All right.
And I was just about to start asking questions. Okay, so Bama Bell, tell us a little bit about your channel, a little bit about yourself. This is what panel is all about. You gotta be chatty. Get in there. You gotta talk. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm watching the chat.
Originally, I started my channel back in February. initially I started it to make videos for my mom. She and I guess you could say like the paranormal life. That's something that kind of ran from mother to daughter. And we used to go to places and we'd go to cemeteries and tombstones and just talk about things. And we were obsessed with ghost adventures and ghost hunters, and we never missed an episode.
You're like me.
But a couple of years back, my dad had a stroke. It was a widowmaker. It should have killed him, but it didn't. Thank God. And when that happened, my mom had a stroke a month later, and then another stroke a year later. So she can't really get out anymore. And she has a hard time walking. And I know a couple of weeks ago she broke her ankle, and now she's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
So I started doing these videos so she could sit at home in comfort and still feel like she was a part of it. But also I wanted to make it to where if anybody else was interested, they could sit and watch and be like they were a part of the adventure.
Yeah.
And so that's ultimately the start of my channel. And I don't want to just do like anything paranormal. That's still going to be a part of it. But I also showcase different things in Alabama that are fun to do. Like we have parks and places to go and hang out and have fun and just kind of get people interested in the state.
Yeah, excuse me. It's like this park I want to go to. Is it more like a boat ramp? That's where all the boats go?
Yeah.
But it's right on the Alafaya, man. The closest river to me, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Paul Walker says to tell Bama that he subscribed to her.
Okay, thank you. I'll hit you back as soon as I can.
We probably shouldn't use the word subscribe, but
yeah, don't say that word in here. It's meowed or ghost.
Ghosted.
Ghosted. It's either meowed or ghosted.
You've been slimed.
Now, Danny.
Hi.
Tell everybody about your channel. This channel here. You have 2 or 3 different channels.
Yeah. Well, this one here is very random. It's got everything on it from making my house wheelchair accessible to health issues to singing to, I don't know.
Anything and everything.
It's a mixed bag channel. It's got a bunch of junk.
Now, Danny has 2 other channels. He has one that is for his paranormal investigators.
Yeah, I have a group. It's called Chasing Bones Inspectors. We're on our 2nd season now, but we've all been doing paranormal for a long time. But anyway, it's called Chasing Bones Inspectors, my other channel. And then I've got another channel. It's just for my songs that I sing. It's called Danny Sings. Danny's Corner Sings. So.
And Emma and Danny and I think Ghost are all gifted with abilities.
You could call it a gift, I suppose. Not entirely sure all the time.
Says another time, I'm really tired unless you won't be long.
Who is that?
She kind of dropped off the panel.
That's okay, Ruby. We'll do it another time. I understand, honey. You're fine.
How are you doing? I'm just answering chat. I'm finally be able to see chat. It took like 500 years for it to load.
Yeah, I bet.
Welcome back, Bridget. Captain, I can't give her any more. Okay, that's working. Never mind.
Now, are you in Scotland?
No, I'm in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. Well, I'm from Stonehaven.
Okay.
I knew he had that kind of accent. I wasn't sure, because that's why I asked, are you originally from Canada?
No, but I came here at a very young age. But see, I lived with my nan and my gran, and they were very heavy, thick, you know. My brother James, well, we call him Liam, actually. He's got a very Irish sound to his voice, because I lived with my 2 grandparents that were 100% Scottish, and he lived with the other grandparents, and they were Irish, you see?
Yeah.
One was Irish and one was Scottish. So, and then when Ma come, she was with with Liam, and I stayed most of the time with Gran. So my accent got a lot heavier than everybody else. Everybody else has that little Siggy voice, you know.
Yeah.
Potatoes, you know, but I don't do that. Yeah,
Bridget said she went to Scotland in the 80s.
And a gun clan member. So
yeah, that's a great place.
I've never been out of the U.S., so.
I was thinking about moving back someday, but I'm too lazy.
Ghost, you're next.
Tell us about your channel, Ghost.
tell me about, oh, good Lord. I don't know what to say. There's so much going on there. I'm just kind of all over the place, you know. We used to do Haunted Valley Radio on Stuckham, which was a radio broadcast on the internet. You know, we didn't have the video and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, we was doing that for a while. And one of my partners, he moved away out to California, which he's going to start doing YouTube as well. Now he's getting back into it and things. And you know, my son kind of got me into it. It was something that me and him can do, and he kind of backed out and went back towards the video games and things. And I was like, hell, I'll do it. I've done this kind of thing before. It doesn't matter, you know. Being a DJ in nightclubs and radio talk show host kind of thing, and you know, I don't have a problem talking to people or anything like that. You know,
so just keep it going.
You never know what I'm going to be doing on my channel, whether it be dumpster diving or at a concert or a ghost hunt. Or
he's uploading a video right now. Ghost is that he went to a concert.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. I just got back a little while ago. I do DIY stuff, you know, building stuff out in the backyard. I do tutorials, like helping people figure out Hangouts.
Yeah, like me.
I did. I also do comedy. I forgot about that. I do a lot of comedy on my channel. I've done a lot of dating services. They ain't trying to get a date, you know. So I made a character, and his name's Gotta Be Ballbag, and he's trying to get a date at Cab 7's dating service. So I've done an interview trying to get in, you know, on the dating site. And then I've gone on 4 dates, but they haven't turned out very good. But they're pretty funny.
And my channel, mine didn't start out as paranormal, but I've always been intrigued by the paranormal since my father showed up in my living room.
That dude.
The day he passed. And I've always been intrigued by, this is weird, but I've always been fascinated by graveyards. I don't know why, but growing up as a child in the country, me and the neighbor kids used to play in the graveyard where my family's buried, where my mom's side of the family's buried. But mine started out to be just chit chat and about my kitty cats. And I figured, well, I'll take it another direction and see what happens with the paranormal. And I'm finding out a lot more stuff about it, and I want to learn more, especially now that I know I have abilities that I didn't know I had. I knew I had some kind of ability, but I wasn't sure what. But
yeah,
I want to grow that ability, and I want to do more. Like I explored a cemetery this past weekend. Next month, we're going back and try more. And I'm trying to find other places, like abandoned places that are can explore without getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Graveyards are a very quiet place for most people.
Yeah. Very quiet.
Yeah. For most people, it's a quiet place.
Yes, Ghost prefers refrigerators.
Yes, Ghost like that.
There's a lot of food in there.
There you go. You did a good job.
That's right. That's right. I prefer the fridge.
And Danny Bridges says Scotland's very beautiful.
Yes, it is. It's
love
very
it.
beautiful.
Nothing better than a cold slice of pizza.
Hello, Michael. EVP. I believe in Ghost is in the chat.
Hey, Michael, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Michael.
I'm learning how to do Hangouts, Michael.
Yeah, I'd love to visit Ireland and Scotland because that's where most of my bloodline comes from.
Mine too.
Actually, me and Brian's Paranormal are starting up a.
Hiya, Rain.
Well, we've been talking about it for a few weeks now, but I do Takeover Tuesdays with Brian's Paranormal, Lunatic Dad, Red Kryptonite, and JoJo Walker every Tuesday at like 10. We're starting up another one on Thursdays at 9, and it's we're calling it EVPs. It's like EVS, and that's Every Voice Paranormal Stories. And we're going to be doing that. We're going to have people coming on panel. We may pull people up out of that's on the panel to tell their stories and experiences with the paranormal and things like that. So we'll be starting that up this Thursday over on Brian's Paranormal, and we're going to alternate it every week. So like this week we're going to start it out on Brian's, and next week we're going to have it on my channel, and then back to Brian's and back and forth so we can share the view times.
Oh, that's cool.
And,
that's cool.
But we've had that in the works for about 3 weeks now, so we're just getting ready to do that.
Well, don't ask me to come and tell stories because I'd be able to talk for about 40 years. You know?
Okay, Irish.
Well, I'm sure you got a lot of stories to share, though. You know what I mean?
All right. All right, Irish. Thank you. And I will be getting a P.O. box. We are dead set on getting a P.O. box because I'm tired of people going through our mail.
Yeah.
I didn't get anything stolen. I got both items that were supposed to be coming this month, but we are getting a P.O. box. And I will let you guys know when I get a P.O. box if you guys want to send me anything. I mean, anything, like cards or whatever. Everything will go there except for the bills. They'll come here.
The
other way around. I want here, bills can go to the P.O. box. Like,
how long have you been in the paranormal, Bama?
Well, for as long as I can remember. I know when I was little, my mom told me that it was hard for her to put me in certain rooms by myself because I'd be like a cat. I would look at a corner and then start crying, and there'd be nothing there. And as I was reaching about 12 to 13 of age, I started realizing that I was seeing stuff. And I told my mom about it, and she said that everything I explained to her sounded like the gift of discernment. And well, basically another word for that is like, sensitive or empath. And
Francis, can you turn up the volume on her just a little bit in the control panel? She's real low. I know she's kind of like far away from the mic.
There you go. How's that?
How's that sound?
Oh, that's better. I can hear you.
Okay.
That's better.
So
That's fine.
about the time I was 13 is when I really started getting into it. I started pulling stuff off the internet. I would go to the library and look at books and anything I could find and study just out of pure fascination. And that was nearly 20 years ago. And it's been a part of me ever since.
What about you, Ghost? How long you been into it?
Oh, my whole life. My mother was like one of those people that seen spirits and like things mess with her. Like anywhere we went, we always had stuff like that happening. Mm-hmm. And she's got 100 different ghost stories. I may actually have to call her up and bring her on audibly one night and put her on a show just to tell some stuff. And she's cool. Crazier than I am, let me tell you.
Like I said, the only spirit I've ever seen is my dad. To be honest.
Mine started when I was 6 years old, the first time I died. Right. When I came back, there was 10 people in the room. And so I'm looking at these 4 people, and they look really strange. And that's a doctor, that's a nurse, that's my mom and dad. No idea who that is. And these 4, they kind of see through. So, and I'm watching them. And then as I came to more, they're still there. And You know, every time, like I've died 8 times, and every time I died, I see more and more and more. You know, it's
Yeah.
Bridget
yeah.
says,
So
yes,
49 years I've been doing this.
Dang.
last time I brought my mother on the show was when we was doing the Haunted Valley Paranormal, and I got like so much fan mail about my mom being on the show. Like, you need to have her as a regular, and I was like, dude, come on, it's my mom.
Well, that's like Danny with me. I mean, when I do Spirit Box, my ears aren't the greatest. And to listen to spirits, I have to play back the video I just did and slow down the video, and then I can hear it. And my ears, but when I first started before my father passed away, the night after, well, that same night that he had a car accident. I guess everybody feels this when it's somebody close to them. But I knew something was wrong that day. I knew something was wrong because Dad wasn't home. And we were over to neighbors across the street because we were friends. And he always takes me to, he used to take me to soccer games here back in the day and stuff. And we got a phone call on my neighbor's phone that my dad had been in a car accident. And it's like, I knew it. I knew. So when that phone rang, I knew that was the bad news. I just had an intuition when that phone rang, something bad was going to be happening. And he was in a car wreck. But it didn't kill him. It just put him in the hospital because he had just had surgery to get rid of some of his cancer. And when his stomach hit the steering wheel, it just shattered them clamps in his stomach everywhere. So they had to redo surgery, and they found out they didn't catch all the cancer. So it says on his death certificate that he died of some kind of renal failure. But the cancer didn't help, though.
No.
Jeez.
After that, and like I was saying that one night on Boomer's panel, when you guys were on Boomer's panel, that I see visions of car accidents. Sometimes I'm in the car, sometimes I'm outside the car, but it's always car accidents. And I haven't had any lately. I haven't had any visions lately, but you guys say it's premonitions or
Yeah. Well,
as it happened, something as it happened.
Visions works too. You know, I had a vision. But they call it premonition. It's just a name.
Yeah.
A piece of painted gold is still a piece of crap. You know, a vision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, call it what you want.
Yeah, but I haven't had any lately, which is kind of good. But I mean, I've had one, and we have a bridge. I mean, a road. Our main drag out here goes over the Alafaya. I mean, and I've had a vision where a car's gone over the side of a bridge, rear-ended somebody, and T-boned somebody, and it's like, whoa.
Well, your premonitions might have slowed down because you're communicating now with the spirits and you're doing channeling with the spirits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Premonition might have took a step back while that's starting to develop.
Yeah.
That'll happen, eh?
Well, that's cool. Ghost, where'd you go?
It went that way. Then when I was about 7, I was out at a lake and I went swimming and I went too far and a couple of wolves came out and I had a life jacket, but the life jacket wasn't no good because it was 25 times too small. And I kept bobbing, you know. These 2 wolves, they were white wolves, swam out and they grabbed on my jacket and dragged me to the beach, right? My dad sees this from up on top of the hill, so he comes running down with his gun, yelling and screaming. But he doesn't know what he should do because they just dragged me out of the water, you see. Well, when he got there, as he got closer, the 2 wolves went to the side a bit. They went about 10 feet away. He bent down to check on me, and then we both looked up, and there was no wolves. No tracks, no nothing. You could never prove an animal there. And then we went into Jellicoe, and I told this old native guy, he was really old. He was the first elder that started teaching me shamanism. And he says, oh, he says, because you're going to be a powerful shaman. So from that point on, I studied shaman stuff. And my grandfather was teaching me how to be a druid. So I had lots of teachings growing up of different things.
Now, what is a shaman?
A shaman is someone that uses earth elementals and animal spirits, vision quests, things like that, to heal people, to help explain. They also help ghosts move on, and they can cleanse a place, they can cleanse land, they can give blessings.
Okay.
A druid is kind of the same thing as a shaman. Is more of a native culture, because you'll have animal guides and totems. Whereas the druids usually has elementals and spiritual other druids from before. Druids are more nature bound and elemental bound and then the shaman are more animal bound and spirit bound. But they basically do the same thing.
That's why that crow was following me around the other day.
Yeah.
I swear, this crow, from the time I went to the gas station until I came home, was following me.
That's creepy.
And when I was at the gas station, he was on the overhang thing, looking at me, walking at me. And it's like, what?
God, that's like, my grandmother, she passed away back in 2012. And I moved into her house for a couple of years because it was in limbo with the court system.
Yeah.
I moved in to take care of it. And it never failed. At least a couple of times a week when I would be at the kitchen sink, there would be this black bird. I don't think it was a crow. It was a little bit smaller, sitting in the tree, and it was always there, and it was always staring at me. Finally, I had to tell it to go away, and it did.
Yeah, if a bird or an animal is there to talk to you and they're making noise, just look at them, say, okay, thank you, and then they'll take off.
Okay.
I'll remember that.
All right. And besides that, I guess there's a blue jay that has a nest in one of my trees out front, because I always see blue jays. They must have a nest in my tree.
Yeah.
Bridget says, I had a dream I was at a baby's funeral. I was pregnant with Kyla at the time, and it came true.
Oh.
And earlier she said she had a dream about her husband being in a car wreck, and it came true.
Yeah, well, that's probably because she's a dream walker then.
You hear that, Bridget? You're a dream walker.
Anyone?
Diana's going to bed.
Good night, Diana. Hello, Rain. Yeah, I also do that. I'm a dream walker and a spirit walker too, so you get to do all these things when you've done this crap for so long.
Yeah.
You learn a lot of stuff. And
I'm learning how to use some of the crystals that Cardiac sent me.
Yeah.
How to use them, which ones go together, which ones work good together, which ones don't.
Yeah. Well, see, in the UK, spirits are thought of differently there than they are in Canada, and than they are in this. Like even between Canada and the United States, the thoughts of spirits are different. But Scotland, Ireland, although they're very superstitious, so everybody respects the spirit world a lot differently there than they do here. Not saying they don't respect here, but it's a different type of respect.
Yeah. That's kind of cool how different cultures see spirits a different way.
Like
there's some that look at the bad spirits as good spirits.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's so many different types of spirits. Like there's 6 types of spirits. People don't even realize that. And that's not counting elementals or counting animals. Like there's 6
Yeah.
types.
Mm-hmm.
I would say
Well, like I said, I know there's animal spirits in my home because of all that have passed in my home.
well, there's 6 types of humanoid spirits, right? There's the human spirit, which could be good or bad. So there's 2, right? There's angels and demons, which is the other 2. And then there's 2 different types that are neutral.
Yeah.
Right? And they're the ones that the neutral ones usually are people are spirits that will hide your keychains and move stuff in your house and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're kind of like little crap disturbers is what they are.
Well, I put my 1 necklaces on my windowsill and they didn't disappear, so so I could charge my 1 necklaces, my 1 crystal, and it didn't disappear. They were there this morning, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I had bought a black, it's a rainbow obsidian around my birthday, and it kept coming off because it was like on a rope thing and didn't have a clasp on it. I lost it the first time. The second time, it just vanished.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Like my place is holy ground, my yard's holy ground, you know?
Yeah.
This place, there's lots of spirits here all the time, but nothing dark can ever come here, you know?
Well, I think the only reason there's dark around here is because of what's happened on this property in the last 30-some years.
Oh, it's the area and everything else, and you're learning to close and open your sections, right? Once you get good at it, you won't even need the guides to do it. You'll just say, close that door, and it'll be closed. So, as you get better at it, you'll get more control over your space. And once you have control on your space, then they got to respect that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they say you got to stand your ground with them, with the negativity one.
Mm-hmm.
You got to stand your ground, but make sure you're not taunting them.
No, I'm not taunting them. I mean business.
It's like, no, you're not here. Get out. Whatever. You can do all that. That's no problem. But never say something like, you want to see what I can do, or say to them, I'm going to show you what to do, or ask them to show you, because now that's a challenge, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't challenge them.
Oh, yeah.
You demand them to leave. You demand them they can't stay,
Demand
them. Make sure you don't challenge them. That's the only tricky part.
Yeah. Oh, I understand that. I don't want to challenge them.
Oh, yeah. Kyla comes here lots. Kayla, actually. She called her Kyla, I don't know why. Kayla comes here lots. There are lots of spirits that come and go out of here.
Now we have Robert here when he wants to visit. The one from the cemetery.
Yeah, Robert's a good guy. Not to worry about him.
Oh, I didn't figure I would. Like I said, I went to both cemeteries and I walked around most of the cemeteries, both of them all. I didn't get to walk to the other cemetery on Sunday. I got to walk through it. But the abandoned one, I didn't feel any negativity there at all. It was like sadness.
Well, cemeteries, they're a crazy place. If you see them and hear them, and like the way I do, don't go there too much. But cemeteries are funny because the spirits aren't there. No spirits are really there, except for ones that are like some spirits will go in limbo.
Yeah.
They'll stick around because they just don't know what to do with themselves. So they'll tether themselves to that site so that it gives them a ground till they figure out what they want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the other spirits.
I'm going to go ahead and jump off the panel so that this will finish downloading. Otherwise, it's going to be all night.
All right, brother.
All right.
I'm going to jump off here.
Where'd you go, Bama?
Later.
My phone is threatening me. It says I have 20% battery remaining, which is funny because I
Oh,
have
man.
plugged in. Let me see if I can get it charged.
Okay, Ghost. Thank you for coming in and helping me out.
So anyway,
I appreciate it, Ghost.
the cemetery is like a bunch of phone booths. Okay.
Thank you. Good night, Ghost.
None of the spirits live there. It's a phone booth. When a person comes over to
Yeah.
visit the grave or whatever, they say hi to the spirit. As soon as you say hi, they answer the phone.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. How are you? They come there because they know that you came there for respect or you came for a visit, whatever. So it's basically to the spirits. A cemetery is only a meeting place.
Yeah.
They're not there 24 hours a day. They just go when, you know, if they want to rest, they go there. If they want to talk to someone who's talking to them, they go there. Otherwise, 90% of the time they're not there.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that's just a meeting place for them. It's like a phone. Like there are lots that stay there only because they have a place to go. But that's like Robert. Robert says, "Oh yeah, I stay here quite a bit, but I'm bored, so I'm going for a walk." So he followed you to your house. He went over to other people's house, right?
Yeah.
Because they can go visit whoever they want, do whatever they want, right? But when they get bored, just like you, if you're at home and you get bored, you go for coffee, right? It's kind of what you
or go for a drive, go for a walk.
Yeah.
That's cool. I told Robert next time I go to the graveyard, I'll visit him.
If you here's a little piece of information for everybody here to make sure. If you're ever at a cemetery and there's a gravestone and you look down and you see a couple of nails in the dirt, back away from that grave. Don't talk to that person. Stay away.
Why?
Because somebody pinned them into the cemetery because they got out and they caused harm.
Okay.
So when a spirit's really bad, an evil spirit or whatever, people will go to the cemetery and they'll get big railroad spikes and they'll drive two of them, and it's got to be iron. They drive two of them into the ground right up near the headstone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's to trap the spirit in the grave so it can't hurt other people.
I have to remember that. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before, but I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
You don't see it so much in Canada, the States. You might not see it that much, right?
Yeah.
In a Celtic cemetery or in a Protestant cemetery, you'll see more of it.
Okay. Because there is a bigger cemetery I want to go to, but it's like an hour away. About 8 miles away. Yeah.
Like the two things will happen is you'll see this. You'll see the spikes. You won't miss them. But if you don't see them, the thing's gonna growl at you, and then you're gonna know to back away anyway, right?
Yeah.
But it's better that they don't see you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Hey, Joe Alice. Hey, Brittany. How are you guys tonight?
The cemetery over here, it's in Irondale. It's called Bass Cemetery. I've been there a couple of times. I got a couple of videos there, but on one of my videos, I kind of cut it to where you could hear it. You have to have headphones on, but I got a Class A EVP. I was so proud of this spirit. And you can hear a little girl saying, "Will you ask the question?"
Cool.
And I really need to go back. I haven't been back since then, but just it blew my mind because I had my husband was with me, my brother and my sister-in-law were with me, and I was asking them, "Well, would y'all like to ask any questions?" And then you just hear it was very lightly in the background, just, "Will you ask the question?" I'm like, okay, I'll come back. It was great.
That's like when we went to the abandoned cemetery. Mama Cat has abilities, and so does her son, Sailor Aqua. He has abilities, and so does her husband, sorta. But when we went to Lauren's grave, Mama Cat was saying that she wanted to talk, but she was too shy to talk. And like when we went to the one on Sunday, her other son is a medium.
Yeah.
So he was going to different graves that wanted to talk and wanted their stuff, like their little decorations set up and stuff.
Yeah.
And he said, she also said at the end of that, when we were walking to the car, that he tried to set up a Spanish person's stuff. And the spirit grabbed a hold of him. He didn't want him touching his stuff. He wanted a woman to do it, not a man.
Yeah, they'll do that. But it's not really the fact that it's a man or a woman. It's the energy output.
Yeah.
Because everybody has a different energy output.
Yeah.
And so it just may have wanted a softer or a harder energy.
Yeah.
Not really. It's not really a male
Man or woman thing.
It's all about the energy.
Okay. That's cool. I didn't know that. But yeah.
Well, I can tell you lots of information. Whether or not that's any good, who knows?
Yeah. You never know. Well, that's good to know at a cemetery, though. I'll look for that. And if I see that kind of stuff, I'll back away from that grave.
If you ever see spikes at a grave, never go to that grave. Stay away from that grave.
Yeah.
I knew one idiot that pulled a spike out. I was like,
oh man.
I said, what are you doing? He says, there's a spike. I said, yeah, it's there for a reason. Put it back.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's like these. Well, I know I've explained in chat before. Well, I grew up in the Messianic Judaism faith. Basically, it's like Jews who believe in Jesus. They believe he's the Messiah, but they keep to the Jewish traditions.
Yeah.
That's how I grew up. And one of the things I learned a lot about, like when I got really into the paranormal and was studying, were the Dybbuk boxes. I know all about the Dybbuk boxes.
Yeah, those aren't good.
And there is a trend right now on YouTube of people ordering Dybbuk boxes and opening them.
Someone sent one to Omar and Joe opened it.
Yeah. I haven't watched the video because I can't bring myself to do it. When I think about it, I get chill bumps.
Yeah.
Well, true. If you open up a true Dybbuk box, if it's been done right, if it's a true Dybbuk box, it's what it is, it's a demon in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a demon that's been stuck in a box. And if you open it up, he's supposed to help you. See, because you're free, and it's like a genie in a bottle, right?
Yeah.
So he does for about 1 or 2 times. After that, you're toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the one I watched was when Joe, plus the home that they did it in was haunted anyway. So you don't know if it was the Dybbuk box itself or the house doing it.
Yeah.
Making all the noises and all that. But he said after he opened it, the stuff got stronger.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And Omar went there and he started experiencing stuff. And now they can't really do that house anymore because somebody told the owner that people are going there and investigating it.
Yeah.
Probably one of their haters.
If you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, true. I've got a few and a stalker, so.
Yeah, that's true.
I always knew the Dybbuk box wasn't nothing to play with. It's like a Ouija board. I won't touch another Ouija board.
Yeah, never. I don't touch either one of those. Well, I can tell you a story about a Ouija board, though. True story. Kind of weird, but for whatever reason, I don't know why. my mother had a Ouija board, and it was sitting on the counter right by the door. And we're all sitting at the table. We're having a bite to eat. And so for some reason, me and Liam, we got up, we went over there, we flipped the thing over, and we had crayons. And I went like this with a bunch of red crayons, and he was going with a bunch of blue crayons on the back of his Ouija board. So we had all these scribbles on there. And then we were asked, "Do you guys want some ice cream?" So of course we flipped the board back over, we ran over, got the ice cream, you know. So we're sitting there having some ice cream, and this pastor comes in, this priest. He was a Catholic priest. And he comes in the back door, and the Ouija board's on the other side of the house, but we could see it from where we're sitting at the table, you see.
Yeah.
But there's no one near it. And all of a sudden, the planet, what is it called?
The planchette.
Aye, the planchette. I don't know why it is, but give it to me and I'll drink it. Anyway, the planchette starts moving all by itself, right? Like faster and faster and faster and faster. So the priest looked at everybody, looked at this thing, ran over to it, and we all looked at it, and it kept spelling death over and over again.
Oh.
And when so the priest went to grab it, and the thing spun, hit him in the stomach. So he grabbed that and he put it into this black bag. And then he grabbed the board and he put another bag. And he said, "I'm going to dispose of this for you." Okay. So he goes, and I don't know what he did with the planchette. I don't know what he did with it. But anyway, at the end of it, they did an exorcism on the board. They broke the board in half, and they burnt one in one fire and one in the other fire. Like they had two pit fires.
Yeah.
But never break a board and burn it, by the way, unless you cleanse it first, because otherwise you're just releasing spirits. Well, anyway, so he burnt the two parts of the board, and that was that. But we never thought nothing of it, you see, until about 8 years later. Us two lads were getting too big to be sharing one small room. So we were told if we build the upstairs, if we go upstairs and we put walls, we could build 2 bedrooms in the attic, because the attics were 6 feet tall there,
Yeah.
So me and my brother could have our own bedroom, the size of the house, right? Oh yeah, we're up for that, man. So we go upstairs and we get building our room and everything else, and there's the one section of the attic there. So we look at it and I said, "What the heck is this?" There's a little door. A little door right at the top of the stairs. So we open up this door, and right in front of the door were a bunch of newspapers, all about Hitler and the war, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought, well, that's weird. So we pulled them out, to look at them and check the dates, because this could be worth some money or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, as we pulled them, underneath it was that Ouija board and that planchette. We both looked at it, we looked at each other, and we said, "No, it can't be." So we flipped the board over. It was red crayons on one side and blue crayon on the other.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we called that old priest back up, and he came over, and he went, "Oh." So then he said, "Come downstairs." So we all went downstairs. And then 2 other priests came, plus him. They grabbed the board and the thing, and they left the house. We never seen it again.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
My friend, when I was little, she had a Ouija board, but she had a Ouija board that was like this big, and it had like signs and words and numbers and all kinds of stuff on it. I mean, it was huge.
Mm.
I don't know what kind of Ouija board that was, but she used it for a Ouija board. I touched it once, and that was it.
That sounds like a Wicca.
Because after that, I spend the night there. I'd stay downstairs because I'd hear all kinds of things upstairs, and it's like, I'm staying down here.
You're talking about sounds like a Wicca spirit board.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different than a Ouija board. But the problem is something has to take hold of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times those boards will be controlled by an elemental, or it could be a demon. It could be a good spirit. You don't know what you're dealing with until you play with it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But
I only played with it once.
And basically the rule is, say you got a Ouija board, the first question you need to ask is, are you good or evil?
Mm-hmm.
Question.
Yeah.
Now, both ways it's going to say it's good, because it's evil, it's going to lie to you.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? If it's good, it's going to say I'm
That's
good.
why I told Stardust, I said, you're playing with fire, man.
Mm-hmm.
The second
I don't
question,
think, I don't know if she's played with it since.
the second question you ask, are you a human spirit? Right? Because it's got to tell you yes or no for that one. So if it's a human spirit and it says it's good, you might still be all right. Right? If it says, no, I'm not a human spirit, okay, so now we still don't know if it's good or bad or where it comes from, right?
Yeah.
So the third question you ask, and always ask, you follow God? Do you follow God? Right?
Mm.
I can't lie to that one. So if it says no, then pack up that board, bring it back to the store for a refund, and grab another one and try again.
I have a Ouija board. A friend gave it to me over a year ago. I've never used it. I don't plan on using it. But I've never had any problems with it, because as soon as I got it, the first thing I did was like, I prayed and I blessed it, and I was like, nothing can come from this. It does not have my permission, and I haven't had any problems with it. But
Yeah, as long as you do that, you're fine.
yeah, the main reason I want to hold on to it is because it's like a 1972 Parker Brothers, and they stopped making those in the 80s or the 90s.
Mhm.
So I've been holding on to it for value, basically. But if I find somebody pulling it out of my closet, I'm gonna slap them all.
But, yeah, they still sell them too as games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not all of them are bad. You know, the popular misconception is that all Ouija boards are evil. That's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ouija board is not good or evil. It's what's attached to it that's good or evil.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And it's very hard to tell which it is. You know, so you've got to ask
So you play it.
Yeah. But see, after 3 questions, you ask the same spirit 3 questions. The 4th question, he belongs to the board.
Mm.
Because of the Holy Trinity, you can ask 3 questions, right away.
Yeah.
Nothing can own that board until the 4th question is asked. As soon as you ask the 4th question, whatever spirit that you've been talking to, he's the one that's going to be attached. You just tendered it to the board.
Yeah. That's true. I understand that. Yeah.
So make sure you ask proper questions before you ask that 4th question. Know who it is.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Completely understand that.
Long as the 3rd question is, do you follow God or do you follow the light? You know, something along that nature.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he says yes to that, then you're okay. But if he says no to that, bring it back to the start, get another one. And it's safe to return. That's the thing. It's safe to return it, because the next person that asked the 4th question is not going to be the same one that the first 3 questions were asked of, right? So it's a brand new. As long as you're not the one asking the 4th question,
Yeah.
it resets. You know.
Okay.
So you can take that back to the store and get a different one. And anyone who's going to play with that should know that anyway. So, you know.
Yeah. Like I said, I was little when I played with my ex bought one, but we never opened it. One of my exes bought one, but we never really opened it.
Yeah.
It sat on a shelf.
Well, it's the most popular board game in the world.
Mm-hmm.
For a reason. Because it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
That's why it's so popular. It wouldn't be popular. If it didn't work, it wouldn't be popular, right? The problem is it's so popular and there's so much of it and so many negative things can attach to it. You know, there's so much bad that happens with it. There's lots of good to have with it too, but that just depends again on who's tethered to that board.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul says, I won't touch one.
No, I'm with you. I won't touch one either, Paul.
No, neither will I. I won't go near one.
And I'm no amateur at this kind of stuff. I've been doing this for, most of my life. That one experience I had, 8 years later, the stupid board's in one piece. You gotta remember now, the planchette was sent to a different diocese. The other board was split in two, broken in two, and burnt in two separate fires. All three of them were intact upstairs, right?
Yeah. You know there wasn't one, there was something attached to it.
There was something definitely attached to that one, And
it wasn't nice.
And it wasn't nice.
It wasn't nice.
And the fact that the crayons were on the back of the board, the scribbling crayons and everything else, it's what we did, right? We knew damn well the board that we had as when we were younger, right? No getting away from it, So those boards have a lot of power depending on who's in control of that board.
Now.
Oh yeah.
Which level has?
Yeah, my friend when I was a kid had a normal Ouija board.
Mm-hmm. Like you can get low level things and something like that would never happen, right?
Yeah.
But that's pretty big, right?
Yeah.
So that had to be a real nasty one that got a hold of that board.
Yeah.
And the ones that I've seen some of the YouTubers, the big YouTubers use, and it's like, why are you messing with that?
Uh-huh.
No wonder you have attachments.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody one time asked me, can you find a ghost everywhere? Of course you can. There isn't a place on this planet that there's not going to be a ghost. Let's say in this town alone, okay? Let's talk about my town, where I'm at right now. There's 100,000 people. But there's been 100,000 people here for about 100 years. All these people have died in this town. There's probably been 1,000 deaths in this town. There's more spirits on the planet than there are people.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. I mean, look at when I do spirit boxes at night. I start out with 4 or 5, and there's like 20 when I end or more.
Mm-hmm.
Half of them are just passing through.
Well, that's because even if you think of spirits as just energy, as we are people, we're all energy. Everything's energy, right?
Yeah.
Energy never dies. It never goes anywhere. It just transforms. It moves on, becomes something new, maybe whatever. But the energy itself lingers, right?
Mm.
So out of the hundreds of millions of people that have died before us, where do you think all that energy is, right?
Yeah.
For all you know, there could be 10,000 people standing right beside you. You'd never know because they're spirits, right? It's energy.
Yeah. That's like when I first started doing this on my channel. I used to have everybody that came in try to screenshot if they've seen anything.
Mm-hmm.
And some people have seen a family dressed in Pioneer Day standing in my front yard.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
I mean, Anarchy even spotted a woman in white in my park.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say. They could be anywhere, right? Because energy's forever. So you got to ask yourself, well, geez, I wonder if I'm the only one sitting here today.
Well, I've always known I'm not the only one here. I mean, you just can't see the others.
I've always thought what it is there's different levels of places, and this is just my theory that there's no proof of this, right? But what if every stage you're one step past what the other stage is at, right?
Yeah.
So, see the people that just passed on, they go to a different they're on a different step than we are. And every once in a while, the steps line up so you can see them, right? Maybe the same for them. Maybe for them, when it lines up, they can see us. Which is why not everybody in the world sees them, right? Because it's not like
I can't see them. I mean, I can see orbs and stuff like that, and maybe shadows, but I can't see the actual ghost or whatever. I see shadows and orbs.
Well, from my experience, every veil that lifts, you see more and more, right?
Yeah. So as I get into my ability, I'll be able to see more and more. Is that right?
Yeah. And the thing is, with that, the more that veil thins, the more that you see and everything else. You start to realize that it's just that everybody's one step away from being able to see everybody else, right? Okay.
Oh, I was wondering who walked behind you. I seen somebody walk behind him, and it's like, huh? I thought somebody walked behind me. It's like, wait a minute.
So say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. I had to be up in
4 hours, 2:30. What time you got to go work?
I get my ride.
Bridget says she's going to be busy.
That means I'll just have
she dies.
for breakfast.
Sure. 6. All right. Get good sleep.
Okay.
Good night.
Danny.
Yeah.
Bridget says she's going to be busy when she dies. She's going to visit everybody.
Well, that's good. You know, you don't have to wait till you're dead, though. You can come visit right now if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
That was my daughter, Kelly. Kelly's got a channel, too.
Yeah. I'm supported to all them.
Yeah.
I'm still here too, guys.
Yeah, I'm still here. I've never really been here, but I'm here.
I'm probably going to have to go in just a minute because he's got to get up early in the morning. I don't
All right.
keep him awake.
Iris said I can do a session at one grave and get very little. I can go to another 70 feet away and get tons of EVP.
Yeah, you can. It just depends on whether or not they feel like chit-chatting to you, you know?
Yeah, that's true. It's like when you walk through a graveyard with an EVP, you're going to get voices from whoever's there, you know, unless you're talking to a specific spirit.
You know, and that's the thing when you I like the way that you do it because you say their names, say, "Minute, would you like to talk?" And they say no, but thank you, right? But thanks for asking, sort of a thing. And then you say, "Okay, have a nice, be peaceful," and you take off, right? That's the way it should be done.
Bridget said, "I'll hide your cigarette, Francis and Danny."
Oh no! What am I going to do? I'll have to stash somewhere. You don't know where they are then.
Yeah, it's getting close to time when I'm calling it quits anyways, guys. I got to take care of the animals before I go to bed.
Yeah, me too. I got to do a couple things.
Shadow's letting me know it's about bedtime.
All right, everybody. Take care.
All right. Good night, everybody. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Bye, Bridget. Bye, James. Good night. Sweet dreams. God bless. Be safe. Have a peaceful sleep. Peace, light, and kitties, everyone.